Good morning, my boys. Welcome to our YouTube video classes. We have already worked out the seen part and unseen part, and also the grammar part of our question in set 2. Okay, so today it's our duty to work out the writing section. Okay, so that is the question number 7. The first writing, you have 3 writing exercises, writing questions in the writing part in Madhyamik. Here also there are 3 writing items, and this is the first one of the writing section. You have to write a paragraph on life without newspaper. Interesting paragraph, isn't it? The topic is very interesting. You have to write a paragraph on this item, on this reflection. There are some points. I told you on earlier occasions that while writing the paragraph, you have to write the name of the paragraph, the title, on the top middle of your page, and after that you have to furnish 1 or 2 introductory sentences just at the beginning of the paragraph, and after that you have to elaborate the points here. You must not omit any of the points given. Okay, that is why I told you earlier how to write these things, and we shall write it out now in the way that I have already told you. Okay, so now come to the point. I am writing the paragraph for you. I am writing the paragraph for you. That is, life without newspaper. Okay, life without newspaper, and you have to write it just at the middle. No underline is required. You should not underline it. You have a steady habit of putting an underline in every case, but you must give it up. Okay. Okay, now we should start writing it. I have told you, you have to furnish 1 or 2 sentences as introduction. Okay, so I am writing the introduction. The modern age is an era of information explosion. An era of information explosion. তথ্য বিস্ফোরণের যুগ এটা. ওকে, সমস্ত রকম তথ্য. We always get a lot of information about every aspect. That is why the modern age can be called an era of information explosion. Okay, and newspaper is one of the most influential media. The most influential media. In advertisement and in popular English today, media is used as a singular word, and often the advertisers use media and in plural medias. But originally, that is not incorrect. I am not telling that incorrect. I have no courage to criticize those great advertisers. Okay, but as a teacher, I must tell you that the original use of media is as a plural form, as the plural form of the noun medium. Medium is singular, and the plural form of medium is media. Okay. So, one of the most influential after one of and the corresponding after one of the corresponding noun must be in plural form. So this is not medium but media. Media of providing information, of providing information. Here also you must keep in mind that some people often use informations. That is absolutely wrong. I must tell you that is absolutely wrong use. There is no plural form of information. Informations is always incorrect, and you have always to use information. Okay? Information. In spite of the widespread use, the widespread use of social media today, of social media today. Newspaper plays very important role in the lives of people, in the lives of people. Okay, that is the introduction, and after that just look at this point. The first point, newspaper occupies a very important place in our lives. Okay, then we have already written this. That is the introductory sentence, and after that we have already written, in spite of the widespread use of social media today, newspaper plays a very important role in the lives of people. So we have already touched the first point. Okay, next, it keeps us, second point, it keeps us abreast with all that is happening, with all that is happening all over the globe, okay, all over the globe, and enriches us with the knowledge of a variety of subjects, Okay, now come to the third point. Third point is that, look at here, source of information and entertainment for everyone. So we have to touch this point too. So the next sentence, so a newspaper is a very good source, very effective source, you may also write very effective source of information, of information, information and entertainment for every person, every person. Okay, my boys, you have to touch every point I told you. If there were no newspapers, now come to the next point here, the last point, how without newspaper our days would be dull and dark. That is, you have to write here your own views. There is no point here, only the hint is there. You have to write your own views here, because the paragraph is about life without newspaper, not about the utility of reading newspaper, isn't it? So here you have to write something of your views, and that is the difficult part of this paragraph. So come to this point. If there were no newspapers, if there were no newspapers, you know, that is an absurd imagination. That is why here where has been written. Okay. Otherwise we have to write if there was no newspaper. If there were no newspapers, we would be confined. We would be confined in a narrow sphere, in a narrow sphere of routine bound experiences. Oh, sorry, here routine bound experiences without any knowledge, knowledge of the thoughts and activities, of the thoughts and activities of other people across the globe. Okay, these are the things that you have to furnish by yourselves, because there is no specific point, sub point in this point. This lack of knowledge of the people, this lack of knowledge of the people far away from us, would surely give birth to a sort of intellectual blindness among us, and would make our life, absolutely dull and dark, absolutely dull and dark. Okay. Therefore, we all should consider the newspaper a boon. I told you earlier that you should not write as after consider. Consider the newspaper a boon in our life, or life, and should develop the habit of reading it from our young age. We have to develop it from our boyhood days. Okay, young age. That is the end of the paragraph. So life without newspaper. The modern age, you have to furnish the title here in this way. Now the introductory sentence: the modern age is an era of information explosion, and newspaper is one of the most influential media providing information. Now the first point: in spite of the widespread use of social media today, newspaper plays very important role in the lives of people. Second point: it keeps us abreast with all that is happening all over the globe and enriches us with the knowledge of a variety of subjects. Third point: so a newspaper is a very good source of information and entertainment for every person. Now the fourth point: if there were no newspapers, we would be confined in a narrow sphere of routine-bound experiences without any knowledge of the thoughts and activities of other people across the globe. This lack of knowledge of the people far away from us would surely give birth to a sort of intellectual blindness among us and would make our life absolutely dull and dark. Now the concluding sentence: therefore we all should consider the newspaper a boon in our life and should develop the habit of reading it from our young age. That is a model for you. You have to write in this way. You have to write yourselves in this way, following the model. Okay, so enough for today, and we shall work out the second writing tomorrow. Goodbye.